As you all know, Pac re-signed with Top Rank, and 10 players was asked to speak on it. Obviously. That's why we're speaking on it. But first, we've gotta give a 10 players holler to the coup. Jamal Harris, AAAA 789 full, and Sadie sexy lady for asking for this one. We added the sexy lady part. Yeah. Because she's a sexy lady. Anyway, let's get to this Pac shit. Because we've been looking around, listening to all the stories, and reading the articles. Hearing shit like, oh god, Pac re-signed with Top Rank until 2016. He put the Pac-Floyd fight in jeopardy. This is proof Pac's really ducking Floyd. Pac's so fucking stupid. Now the Floyd fight will never happen. You know. We've even heard shit like this coming from reputable business sites. And we could only stop and wonder. Has the entire fucking planet become mentally ill? Like we're wondering if people even use their own brains. Or do they just listen to what every other motherfucker is saying? Then jump on the bandwagon repeating it. So Pac re-signed with Top Rank. So fucking what? Why not? Why would Pac go somewhere else when he's Top Rank's favorite son? Like where the fuck's he gonna go? To Golden Boy? To come second to Floyd and Canelo? Like get fucking real. Who else is gonna bust their ass for Pac to get a Pac Marquez 5, to redeem Pac's name? With a fight none of us give two shits about seeing. Who else is gonna rave over every punch Pac throws? Like HBO does. Not to mention the fact that his potential to make money is damn good, if he makes the right moves. But we've heard what everyone's been saying. That he just fucked up the possibility of a potential Mayweather fight. Like are you fucking joking? Mayweather was never giving Pac no damn fucking fight. What Mayweather are they talking about? This one.
I'll say this. I called Manny Pacquiao, myself, on the phone, and offered him $40 million. This before the Marquez fight. Offered him $40 million. I told him I would wire you $20 million within 48 hours. He told me I want 50-50 and got off the phone.
Really?
I told him I would wire him 20 within 72 hours.
Okay, is it 72 or 48? And where's that phone recording, because we know damn well you recorded it? Pac doesn't think that's slick, but we sure the fuck know Floyd does. Maybe we're hiding what was really said. That's if what Pac told Stephen A. Smith was true.
Manny Pacquiao said, he say, I'm a congressman. I have opportunities after boxing is over. This is all that he does. He literally said, what if I lose?
Maybe Pac's a liar. Though we haven't caught him in many of them. But why'd you forget to mention that you told the second biggest pay-per-view star that he couldn't get a cut of the pay-per-view revenues? Oh. That's right. You're undefeated. Your numbers are better. Well, your numbers are better depending on your opponent. And Pac is the biggest you can get. A reasonable negotiator would look at how much higher his percentage is. If it's twice as much, then he should get twice the pay-per-view cut. Not tell a motherfucker he deserves nothing when he wouldn't even get those numbers without that opponent. Anyone can claim they offered someone 40 million. We could offer you 100 billion. That doesn't mean you're actually gonna get the shit. Or that the one offering it isn't bullshitting just so they can claim they offered it to you. When guys talk shit like this, the only thing you have left to go on is a guy's reputation. How accurate his words are. And so far the 48-72 hour Mayweather words aren't very accurate. I mean, 1 minute he says he's his own boss and makes all the decisions, until you ask him something he doesn't want to answer. Then it's up to Leonard Ellaby and Al Heyman. Because he doesn't make those decisions. Like which the fuck is it? And we've heard a lot of Floyd fans talking about how stupid Pac was not to take the 40 million. Now we don't know what kind of men these fans are. But have they ever considered the fact that maybe he's a man of principle? That maybe he's not the type who'd sell his soul for money? I mean, if I was the talk of the town, training weeks in advance for fights, and was named fighter of the decade, knocking out everyone another guy got a split decision or went the distance with, and was the biggest payday he could get, I'd ask for 50-50 too. I mean, wouldn't you? You see. It's called negotiating. People do it. Even with street vendors. The vendor says he's selling his product for $10. You say you'll give him $7 for it? He says 9. You say 8. He says deal. Perhaps you're willing to pay the full 10 if he doesn't bend, but you give it a shot. And that's what Pac did. But to a lot of Floyd's fans, Pac's a dumb ass for trying to get more money. Like it's smarter to try to get less money. What fucking planet are these people from? Pac simply thought he was talking to a guy who actually wanted to fight. He didn't know Floyd was really bullshitting at the time. But fans continue to say Pac's dumb for being a man of principle, and going on with his career fighting guys for less money rather than becoming Floyd's bitch. Yeah. Pac's a dumb ass for doing that to them. But guess what? Floyd's making less money than he would when he's not fighting Pac. So that means if Floyd prefers to fight for less because he feels he deserves more, then he's not fighting Pac based on principles too. So he's no fucking different from Pac. Yet Floyd is smart to these people when he does the same exact thing Pac's doing. And Pac is a dumb ass. They say shit like, Pac could have made 40 mil, and fights for less. Well, Floyd could have made triple what he's making. And fights for less. Like, is this fucking rocket science or something?
Did Floyd duck Manny Pacquiao?
Yes, he
Yes,
did
thank
duck
you.
the fight. That's $100 million and you just left it.
Sounds like the same exact thing to us. We have no idea why it doesn't to Flomos. And now that Pac re-signed with Top Rank, we're hearing fans say this is proof Pac didn't want the fight. Because Pac knows Floyd doesn't do business with Bob Arum. Well, then that would mean the 40 million offer was bullshit. Because guess who Pac was with when Floyd made that offer? First it was the blood testing. Pac agreed after refusing. We would have refused too. We would have been like, who the fuck is this motherfucker telling us to take his tests? Finally he agreed to get him in the ring. Then it was 40-60 split. Finally Pac agreed to that too. To get him in the ring. Then it was, you get no pay-per-view money. Then it was, I don't do business with Top Rank. The last was this.
What we can offer Pacquiao is, if he's ever a free agent, if he's ever free, we got a contract that you can sign, and you can come sign under Mayweather Promotions, and then we can see where we can go from there.
Sign under Mayweather Promotions and let me be your boss. And motherfuckers are acting like Floyd was really gonna take this fight. What real fucking man would do that? And do you know what Floyd would say after Pac did some stupid bitch shit like that? We'll tell you. He'd walk around claiming Pac's a dumb motherfucker and that he's his boss. Then he'd claim he has 10 other guys for him to fight. And if Pac beats them, maybe he'll give him a fight. Meanwhile he'll pray one of those guys beats Pac so he can claim Pac ain't on his level because he just lost. So he's not gonna give him the fight. That would be the fight he was never planning to give him in the first place. So for fans claiming Pac planned on re-signing with Top Rank to avoid the fight, let us explain something to you. Mayweather is a smart motherfucker. He really does use his head. And he uses it well. He knows how to talk his shit well too. At least to the non-players who buy it. Pac on the other hand is a simple-minded motherfucker. We're not saying Pac is dumb. But we see fans acting like Pac was planning out shit in his mad scientist laboratory to avoid Floyd. Like he was coming up with masterful equations to duck the Floyd fight. Studying the quantum world and rearranging subatomic particles to avoid Floyd. Let us tell you something. There are a lot of wise fighters and trainers in history. Many have great classic quotes of wisdom. Here's Pac's greatest quote of wisdom.
I'm just doing my job.
Do you know what Pac would say if you asked him for the answers to the problems of the world? He'd say this.
Well, I can't fight anybody.
Do you know what Pac would say if you asked him about the theory of relativity?
I'm always doing my job in the ring and do my best to make people happy.
But we can tell you one thing. He's smart enough to know damn well that Floyd wasn't giving him no fight. And he's wiser than people think with his simplicity. You see, Pac is richer than Floyd. And we understand that the shallow-minded won't understand this. Because they're looking at numbers. Which do lie. And the outer illusion. You see, most people want money to feel stress-free, and enjoy a few extra toys in life. Well, Pac already has that stress-free life. Floyd doesn't. Pac doesn't have to try to impress people, flash money and worry about keeping an O. Floyd does. Pac already knows who his friends are. Floyd doesn't. Pac doesn't have to worry about people no longer loving him, losing his woman, his legacy being destroyed, or people calling him a fraud if he loses. Floyd does. That's why the fight's not happening. But if Floyd ever loses, it'll put his life in perspective. And free him. Because he'll see who's who. And all the Flomos who hate us will vanish. But we'll still support Floyd and acknowledge his accomplishments. Because we're real. But a Flomo is really a term for a fake Floyd fan. And these Flomos are the ultimate reason this fight isn't happening. Who keep blaming the wrong man. Because it's not Pac's dad talking about.
I would not fight that man. I would have my reason for not fighting that little bitty man.
You see, Pac's not the one all over the internet with tons of reasons why he doesn't want to fight. Floyd is. Pac saying shit like,
No problem, whatever he wants
Whatever
to do,
he wants.
he's requesting, whatever he wants to do, the rules and regulations.
Even on the day of?
No problem, even the night of the fight, no problem.
oh yeah. That's right. The new excuse is that Pac is begging now. Because he has tax problems.
If this fight that happened, I believe that this is avoiding.
Do you think the fight will ever happen? Pacquiao Mayweather?
I don't know. That's that question is for Floyd.
But the longer it doesn't happen, if we go into 2013.
You see, that was before 2013. Before the tax stuff. We have tons of Pac shit saying he wants the fight long before the new claims. And he's publicly complied with every demand Floyd's made. Meanwhile, Floyd hasn't complied with a single thing Pac's asked for. Pac's even complied with Floyd not complying. I mean, what the fuck else do you want from the man? And now, Floyd's last demand was that if Pac wants the fight, he can sign with the money team. For those who don't know what that means, it means Floyd's last demand is that Pac lets him be his boss. We say, wake the fuck up, fight fans. Enough is enough. So we have no problem with Pac re-signing with Top Rank. Now we've said this over and over. That Floyd's our boy. And we're Floyd fans. And even though we like to see knockouts, we still enjoy his fights. But we're Floyd fans. Not Flomos. There's a difference. But just because we like Floyd, and can clearly see there's times he doesn't get deserved credit, doesn't mean we'll give him credit he doesn't deserve. Or mean we can't see when he's bullshitting. Why Floyd fans think being a fan means you must make believe everything the motherfucker does is perfect baffles us. These fans wouldn't claim that shit about their own mothers. So apparently Floyd is more important to them than the one who brought them into this world. And the extreme Pac and Floyd fans seem to think you must pick a side. As though you can't appreciate and like both fighters for what they bring to the game. Now we're not biased in the least. So in all fairness, we looked for Pac's bullshit too. And we looked hard. The truth is, we couldn't find much of it. And we seriously tried. The only thing that baffled us about Pac was the fact that at the end of fights he wasn't calling out Floyd. And he has a big head. At the same time, he's made it clear in every other open place. He's even said he'd fight for free. Which many fans are saying is a stupid act of desperation. No. It's the man's way of saying he wants to fight. It's his way of saying,
I'll fight him anywhere, anytime, for nothing.
Pac just happens to be a nice guy. So he says it in a nice way. But Floyd's got the Flomo's head so fucked up that even when he's right in front of them saying,
No problem, whatever he wants
Whatever
to do.
he wants.
For some reason they just heard Pac say he's scared. And don't be shocked if you hear them saying shit like this next.
All Pac had to do is sign with the money team and clean Floyd's house and wipe Floyd's butt every time Floyd took a shit. All Pac had to do was let Floyd smash his hands with a hammer before the fight and let Jinky give Floyd a blowjob every night for a year. That's all Floyd asked. That's all Pac had to do, and he refused to do it. He's so stupid. That shows he's been ducking Floyd all along.
But we're gonna say this last thing before we go. To the few fight fans that still have their sanity when it comes to these two guys. We've recently heard a lot of fans saying they won't buy any of Pac or Floyd's fights until they fight each other. We've even heard Stephen A. Smith make this claim. Kids go through the same fucked up shit in school with bullies. They're minding their business doing the right thing, while some bully hits them. So that kid defends himself. And next thing you know, they're both staying after school doing detention. The troublemaking bully, and the one who never starts trouble. The message the higher powers are giving is that kids should let bullies fuck them up. Or pay the same price as the bully. And this is a fucked up policy. One guy is doing everything to make a fight happen, while another is doing everything to make sure it doesn't. Meanwhile, fans are saying they're gonna punish both fighters by not buying either of their fights, or claiming
these guys won't negotiate.
But that's bullshit. Only one guy won't negotiate. So if you're gonna refuse to buy fights because you wanna see the fight, then the wise thing to do is refuse to buy the fights of the one who's not willing to negotiate, not the one who is.